Muchas gracias por bienvenido a mí. What are your names? I need to know who you are.
¿Cuáles son vuestros nombres? Necesito saber quiénes soy.
So, yo soy Raúl y Manuel, Raúl, Elena. Manuel, Raúl, Elena.
Ginés.
Manuel, Raúl, Elena, Ginés. You told me last night, lo siento.
Jacob.
That's Jacob, that's right, Jacob. And you prefer, can I say Jacob maybe? Yeah, Jacob. Ginés. Ginés. Jacob, Ginés, Elena, Raúl, Manuel. Ginés. Jacob.
My name is Francisco. All people, my nickname is Curro.
Doble R, Curro. Jacob, Inés, Elena, Raúl, Miguel, Manuel. Curro. What does it mean? ¿Qué es?
Es sinónimo Francisco.
Ah, okay.
Paco.
Okay. Curro.
Típica andaluciana.
Me gusta. Jacob, Inés, Elena, Manuel. Raúl y Ferran, Curro, Jacob, Inés, Elena, Raúl, Manuel. Ferran. Like Ferran.
No, Ocaña.
¿Diferente es? Ferran.
El mismo nombre.
Número, no, sí. ¿Qué es?
Salvador.
Salvador. Salva es qué? Okay. Salva. And Tete. Es un nombre diferente de ayer. Sí. Salva, Ferran, Tete, Curro, Jacob, Inés, Elena, Raúl, Manuel, Ferran, Salva, Vicente. Comida hoy. Put together, yeah? Vincente or Vicente, Salva, Ferran, Tete, Curro, Jacob, Inés, Elena, Raúl, Manuel, Juanmi. I need help on this one.
Juan Miguel, Juanmi.
Juanmi, like Juanjo, Juanmi. Juanjo, sí. That's typical to shorten the second name.
Yeah.
Juanjo. Yeah, for Maestro Navarro Hernandez, I was preparado con, Juan José, pero no, es Juanjo. Juanmi, Vicente, Ferran, Salva, Tete, Curro, Jacob, Inés, Elena, Raúl, Manuel. Juanmi. Vicente, Ferran, Salva, Tete, Curro, Jacob, Inés, Elena, Raúl, Manuel. Pito. Victor. See, the English equivalent is easy. Victor, Jacob, Francisco. Francisco, hey man, how you doing? Victor. It's okay if I say Victor. Victor, it's easier for me to say. Victor. Juan. Victor, Juan, me. Victor, Juan. It's different. Juan, me. Vicente, Ferran, Salva, Tete, Curro, Jacob, Inés, Elena, Raúl, y Manuel. Y final. I know we talked already. ¿Qué es tu nombre?
The same of Manuel.
Manuel 1 y Manuel 2.
If you want Manuel and Manu.
Mano, like la mano.
No,
Manu.
Yeah.
Manuel Antonio.
Manu, okay. Como Manu Chao. Es un nombre yo sé. Manu Chao. So Manu Chao. So a todo es Manuel, Raúl, Elena, Vicente, Ferran, Jacob, Inés, Manu, Curro, Tete, Salva, Juan y Víctor. So now, ahora yo olviden todo.
Si nos cambiamos de sitio, ¿sabría decirnos?
If they change the...
No, don't do that. No, it's important for me when I'm working with you all as
Es
conductors
importante para él cuando está trabajando.
to not only know your names, but also get to know your experience
Y también saber
level,
vuestra experiencia.
how much, in English we call it podium time. The podium
Y en inglés lo llamo el tiempo del podio.
es lo mismo con
Sí,
palabra
podio.
de podio.
No, tarima.
Cantalima. So,
Tarima.
el tiempo de cantalima.
De
How much,
tarima.
yeah, ¿cuánto tiempo de cantalima?
Tarima.
Tarima.
Yes.
¿Cuánto es el tiempo de tarima? How much podium time do you have? How much experience do you
¿Cuánta
have
experiencia tenéis
in front of the ensemble?
enfrente de la ensamble?
Because conducting is one of those things that is very difficult to practice by
Porque
yourself.
dirigir es una de las cosas más difíciles de practicar por sí mismo.
I believe you can practice the patterns,
Yo creo que podéis
you
practicar
can
vuestros
practice
patrones,
the exercises,
los
which
ejercicios.
I'll walk you through a few of those.
Ya he trabajado con algunos de vosotros.
But that's all just technique.
Esto es solo técnica.
Real conducting happens is when you hear the music coming back at you, and you listen,
Dirigir realmente es cuando viene la música a vosotros,
and you
escucháis
change your gesture based on what the music
y
is.
cambiáis vuestros gestos dependiendo de la música.
Because conducting, ¿qué es la cosa más importante en música? It's very broad, right? Very-
Es muy amplia la pregunta.
There's no wrong answer. So
No hay
any
respuesta incorrecta, así
ideas?
que decir alguna idea.
¿En música o en director?
En música,
música.
todo.
Sí.
Interpretation, sure, it's important. The most
La-
important
la-
thing.
La
La
más
cosa
importante.
mayor importante.
La más importante.
Más importante.
El mensaje.
Mensaje.
al público.
Yeah, you're in
The
the
message.
Hacer sentir algo.
sentimiento. Sí, sí. Yeah, it's all of that is true,
Todo eso es verdad,
but in the most simple sense, the most important thing about
pero
music
lo más simple y
is
lo
the
más
way that it
importante
sounds.
es la manera en la que suena.
That's what we're after. That's what we're chasing after. That's what we're seeking,
Eso es
trying
lo
to
que
find.
estamos buscando encontrar.
And so all of your conducting gesture, all
Así
of
que todos los
the
gestos
things that
vuestros
you
de
do
dirigir, todas las cosas que hacéis,
should be in service to the sound.
debería ser in service. En
Servicio
servicio de
de la
sonido.
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 So I was told, a friend of mine once said, you can
Un
conduct,
amigo le dijo,
if you can conduct with boots on your hands, shoes on your hands,
que podéis
zapatos en los
dirigir con
manos.
zapatos en vuestras manos,
And if it sounds good,
y si suena bien,
that's good conducting.
es que está dirigiendo bien.
Of course, that'd be weird and
Por
strange.
supuesto sería raro,
But the point stands. As long as your gesture is in service to the sound,
pero el objetivo es que si el gesto está en servicio del sonido,
then that's good conducting.
entonces que estáis dirigiendo bien.
Now that being said, I do have rules, reglas,
Yo tengo reglas,
about technique and manual
Sobre
technique,
técnica.
but all of those rules are in service to the sound.
pero todas estas reglas están en servicio del sonido.
So we start at a certain place, but then once we get on the podium,
Empezamos en un punto, pero cuando estamos en la tarima,
it's a matter of figuring out how best to serve the ensemble, how best to serve
tenemos
the
que
sound.
pensar de qué manera es la mejor servir al sonido
Sí.
y al ensamble.
¿Entiendes?
¿Lo habéis entendido?
Sí. So let's start with,
Básicamente,
so these sessions, by the way, these ones before the rehearsal, the
Esta-
classes before the rehearsal,
estas clases antes del ensayo
will be more about the navigation of
van a
the
estar más sobre
music.
la navegación
Little spots here and there that might be difficult to conduct.
y van a ser difíciles de dirigir.
So these sessions are about navigation,
Así que las secciones van a tratar sobre
cumplimiento,
navegación,
execution, cumplimiento,
ejecución
cumplición, about just this, about technique.
y sobre la técnica.
And then when we get on the podium with the actual ensemble, that will be about making the music, the
Va a tratar
expression,
sobre hacer la música, la
interpretation,
expresión, la interpretación
the art.
y el arte.
Okay? So that's my plan. Navigation without the ensemble, art with the ensemble,
Así que primero sin la ensamble y luego con la ensamble.
hopefully. So, let's warm up. Un calentamiento. See? We're going to be moving around a lot. I want you to stay
Estamos moviendo.
loose. So I'm just going to take you through some of the warm-ups, the main warm-ups that I do. So
Y os voy a enseñar uno de los
Everybody stand?
calentamientos que él hace. Así que levantaos. Do they need the...
No. Batutas? Who's Batistuta? Some guy's name, right?
Batuta.
Es un jugador de football, right? So Batistuta.
¿Sí? I don't know.
But batuta, or baton. If I say baton, do they?
¿Lo entendéis si dice batón en vez de batuta?
See? All right, very first thing is stretch all the way up,
Lo primero,
como yoga. And then slowly down,
y después lentamente para abajo.
One vertebrae at a time of your spine.
if you can touch your toes, stretch in the back of your knees.
Si no podéis tocar los pies, toca la rodilla.
And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, bones in your back, vertebrae.
Y poco a poco con los huesos de la vértebra.
And now, pull an imaginary string, a line, in the back of your head. Pull it tall,
Como si
So
tuvierais
that
que una
you're-
cuerda imaginaria.
so that your spine is tall. Not when I say straight, people go, and they adopt strange tension.
Es para que estéis rectos pero sin tensión.
So just pull tall, and whatever tall means for you. Tall. Okay?
Alto para vosotros.
Alto. Okay? The other thing is we want to be free of tension.
Queremos estar libre de tensión.
Libre de tensión. Sí. So go ahead and just shake out.
Así que así agitamos.
Not forcefully,
No de manera fuerte.
just out. And then another thing, make sure that you have room on either side. Let's
Y
shake it
tenéis
out.
espacio sobre todo.
So we're going to twist back and forth. And then when I say stop, pare,
Y cuando diga para,
stop your torso, but let your arms go free. So torso, your
el torso tiene que estar.
yeah, so stop that, but then let your arms keep going.
Vale, cuando él diga para, tenéis que parar el torso, pero los brazos tienen que seguir.
Pare. Es un ejercicio muy divertido, ¿sí? Uno más. Y pare. Now you should feel lighter in your torso and arms. Lighter, less weight.
Sentí más, con menos peso en vuestro torso y brazos.
Now start with your basic position
Ahora empezar con la posición
in the center.
base.
Let me see. Everybody's basic. As I said yesterday,
Como dije ayer,
be careful of raising your center too high. You
tened
don't want to be
cuidado con
conducting
subir
from here.
vuestro centro.
Unless you're very, very short, it should be right here from the center.
Y
Let's
tendría que
find
estar
our
en el
center.
centro.
Putting the space between your left hand and your right hand on top,
Poner espacio ahí de las manos.
find your center. And then where your elbows are,
Y cuando vuestros codos estén,
leave them there and bring them out.
y lo tenéis que sacar para afuera así.
Great. Now, pretend you're in the ocean
Pretendéis que estáis en el océano.
and you've walked out to where your elbows are just resting naturally in the ocean.
Y que vuestros codos están naturalmente en el océano.
And just slowly the waves are coming in and moving your arms.
Y mover vuestros brazos.
The waves, las ondas.
La ola,
La
como si fuera
ola.
ola.
Should feel natural, very small movements,
Movimientos pequeños,
free of tension.
libre de tensión.
Good. Good. And now, just slowly,
Y ahora lentamente,
movimiento horizontal. Remember the quality of motion we talked
recordad
about?
la calidad de emoción.
Where the motion that we should be aiming for is from the tips of the fingers
La emoción
back
tiene que estar de aquí
and
a
not
aquí,
de la hombra
y
de
no
los
del
dedos.
hombro al otro, apuntar al otro.
Dedo a la hombra, no, not the
No del
opposite.
hombro al
So-
otro dedo.
The elbow, the shoulder, they should all be in service to the tips of your fingers.
Los codos y los hombros tienen que estar en servicio de la punta de los dedos.
And again, relaxed, free
Y
of
otra vez
tension.
está relajado, libre de tensión.
Very good. Good. So the idea is we get the same quality of motion
Y la idea es tener la misma calidad de
when we're doing the
ejercicio
music.
que cuando hagamos música.
Because it's easy to do this
Porque es fácil hacer esto
just by ourselves, right?
por vosotros mismos.
But when we get into music, all of a sudden we have bom bom bom. Tensión, tensión.
Hay mucha tensión.
See? ¿Entiendes? So, remember.
Así que recordad,
Recordar,
recordad.
recordar. And back and forth. And usually in this warm-up is where I would do the triangles.
En este entrenamiento cuando hace los triángulos,
Remember from yesterday?
¿lo recordáis de ayer?
Good. The triangles are something you can do in your own practice.
Los triángulos es algo que podéis hacer en vuestra práctica personal.
Okay. Because you are my band conductors. I will show you on the wall here.
Os van a enseñar aquí en la pared.
When I practice the triangles, I do it against the wall,
Cuando practicas los triángulos, lo hacéis contra la pared.
so that I have a plane, plane like a line,
Y creo que así tiene
a
una
wall
línea
to work with, so that I can adjust. It's a very complicated English word, but we have vertical, vertical, horizontal, and then this way is in English is sagittal,
y profundidad.
profundida, this way. And the idea is that in conducting we want to work with horizontal movement, vertical movement, but sagittal movement.
Porque en dirección hay que practicar con movimiento vertical, horizontal y con profundidad.
¿Es la palabra profundida?
Sagital.
Sagittal, yeah.
X y Z.
Ay, caramba. My Spanish dictionary doesn't say, can't find sagittal. But if I say,
That they
you know,
have understood the...
yeah, if I say sagittal, you know that means this. Because, salva, clap when you think you should.
Aplaude cuando crea.
It's confusing, yeah?
Confuso,
Versus
¿no?
much clearer, yeah?
Más claro.
Yeah. So when you work with conducting, with gesture in
Cuando
general,
hacéis con gesto
you don't want to be
general,
going this way at people. You want to be dealing more
no lo
horizontal
hacéis en esta
and
dirección,
vertical.
sino para arriba, para
So
abajo.
that's why I practice against the wall, so that I can practice
Por
my,
eso practica contra la pared.
and so I don't start going towards people to sagittal. Does that make sense?
¿Tiene sentido lo que has dicho?
Okay. So that's a warm up in a nutshell, and I encourage you to just find your own way to warm up and way to practice.
Os quiero alentar a que encontréis vuestro propio entrenamiento y como práctica.
Because just like with playing an instrument, you have a warm up, long
Porque cuando
tones,
tocáis un instrumento tenéis vuestro propio calentamiento
lip slurs, I call them.
para practicar la embocadura,
You should have your own warm up for being a conductor as well.
así que también para ser directores.
Not least, most importantly, is because if you don't, you can have problems with your muscles,
Y más, incluso
and
más importante porque podéis tener problemas con
so
vuestros
it's very
músculos.
good to warm up.
Así
All
que es
right.
muy importante calentar.
One exercise that I didn't get to do with you yesterday,
Un
that
ejercicio que no hicisteis, that they didn't do, that
we did not do,
que no hicisteis ayer,
yeah, is my cueing exercise. A cue is boom.
el ejercicio de dar la entrada.
Sí, entrada, sí. This is my ejercicio de entrada. See? So, the way that there's three things that I need.
En el rotulador.
Every cue needs three things.
Cada entrada necesita tres cosas.
In English, it's a preparation, or un preparación,
Preparación.
preparado, sí,
Preparación.
which is if I'm cueing you on beats, let's say 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? ¿Dónde es la preparación? 3, ¿sí? 1, 2, prep. So I call it a prep.
Así que lo llaman prep.
Everybody understand if I say prep? Es lo
Así que lo
mismo
entienden si
de
dice
inglés
prep.
y de español. Prep. That's what that is. Second thing,
El segundo aspecto,
un ictus, beat point, punto de pulsa,
el punto de pulso.
Pulso.
Sí, tiene sentido.
Sí. Does it make sense? Ictus is a Latin word for just beat point, really. It's just, that's where the beat happens.
Es donde ocurre el punto.
Es una palabra familiar? Sí, sí. So most conductors know what ictus is. It's something we talk about a lot. So prep, ictus. Most people, when they teach cueing, only do these two things.
La mayoría de personas cuando enseñan dirección solo enseñan estos dos aspectos.
To me, there's an important third thing.
Pero para ley existe un tercer aspecto que es.
And that's the rebound afterwards. In English, it's rebound, as if you had a basketball and baloncesta, boom, rebounds off of the floor. So if I'm going,
Es como si tuviera una pelota de baloncesto.
the rebound shows style. Oh, I know the Spanish word for that. Estilo. It shows style. It shows sing, da, the way you think you should. Tete. Da, right? So, long or short? Longo or
¿Largo o corto?
corto? Yeah, a little bit. Now, again. Long or short? A little bit longer, right? So, not only it shows style, it shows length. Length.
El largo, ¿no?
Largo. And it shows just the style of the music after the cue. Because a lot of people just go,
Muchas personas hacen esto
and no more music
y no
after
más
that.
música.
If you only do these two,
Si solo hacéis esas dos,
it's only about when.
es solo cuando.
If you do the third thing,
Es hacer este
it's about how.
es
When
cómo.
and how.
Cómo y cuándo. No, cuándo y cómo.
Cuando y cómo. Sí. So, I want you to, so let's just practice the preparation and ictus
Vamos
first.
a practicar la preparación y el
We're going to do
primero.
4 counts. 4,
Cuatro.
la patroni is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Un, dos, tres, qua. Un, dos, tres, qua. Let's cue on 1. Entrada.
La
On
entrada
uno.
número 1.
2. Boom. Okay. Prep is where? Es donde?
La preparación ¿dónde está?
On 4, see? And 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's on 1, right? So 4, yeah. Again. Ready?
Otra vez.
And 1, 2, 3. Boom. Es fácil, ¿no? Sí. 2. ¿Dónde es, cuándo es la prep? ¿Es el prep? La prep. La prep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Here we go. And boom. Again. And boom. Boom. Good. Do it again. Yeah? Good. 3. ¿Cuándo es la prep? On 2. So that's 1, boom, 4. Okay? 1, boom. I breathe when I'm preparing.
Yo respiro cuando hago la preparación.
I play a wind instrument, so I'm used to breathing. If I have to play, if I have to enter,
Para la
entrada,
entrada, por el grito.
I need to breathe to make sound. It helps to do that as a conductor as well.
Esto ayuda también para ser directo.
Here we go. 2, 1. Here we go. And 1. Good. 1 more time. And 1. Good. It's the other easiest one, yeah? 3, 1 and 3, most easy, right? Beat 4, a little more hard.
Este es más complicado.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Prep is where? On B3. Here we go. 1, 2, boom. Your hands are going in the opposite direction, yeah?
Vuestra mano va en la dirección contraria.
There you go. Again. Boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. So now, just practicing that, we do this. 1,
Ahora hacemos esto.
2, 3, qua. See? We all do that? Here we go. Let's do 4 for nothing. Ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excelente. So we've got these two.
Ya tenemos
Okay.
esos dos.
The prep, I should say as well,
Yo diría de la preparación.
also communicate style. Yes?
Que también
If I'm
comunica el
preparing
estilo.
Raúl to sing do, and I go, no, fortissimo, Raúl. Qué mal. No, I would prepare you.
Te va a preparar.
Yeah, exactly. So prep indicates style as well as the rebound.
La preparación también indica estilo, al igual que el rebote.
So now we need 2 more things. We need
Ahora necesitamos dos más cosas.
a where,
Necesitamos un dónde.
and a where would be whatever instrument you're cueing, right?
Dónde depende de dónde le dé la entrada.
So let's say flute's usually on the first row, right? So
Normalmente
let's
la
say
flauta está en la primera línea.
we have I'll let you decide. Beat 1, I get to decide flute, okay? Curso. Beat 2, who are we cueing? Oh, and also you need to tell me where we're cueing, the instrument we're cueing, and where they're sitting. So-
Le tenéis que decir qué instrumento le dais la entrada
And also what sound do you want them to make.
y qué sonido queréis que hagan.
So I'll start. I'm cueing a flute, which to me will be
Le doy
right
la entrada a
here
la
on my
flauta que
left
están
in the
aquí,
first row.
que están
And I want the
lejos.
flute to go,
Y me gustaría que
la.
la flauta hiciera eso.
Yeah, so the sound they're going to make, I'm going to cue, is going to be,
Así
la.
que así sería la entrada.
And so think about what that might, what that might look like.
Así que pensad cómo sería la entrada.
It wouldn't be, la, right? It'd be,
Pues sería así.
la, something like that. Okay, Curso, beat 2. What, who?
¿A quién le daría?
¿Quién?
¿Y quién?
Sí. So,
¿A quién se la daría?
¿A quién le daría el 2?
yeah, so who come up with a sound and an instrument?
Que elija un instrumento, ¿no? I choose
Sí.
a
Yeah,
instrument.
anyone, it
Sonido,
doesn't matter.
instrumento.
Trumpet, trumpet.
Trumpet, okay, and what sound is the trumpet going to make?
¿Y qué sonido van a hacer?
Forte staccato.
Forte staccato, so pop, something like that. Okay. You have to sing the sound, by the way.
Tenéis que cantar el sonido.
So remember, flute,
Recordad la flauta,
trumpet, pop, something like that. Yeah?
algo así.
Okay. So that, la, pop. Okay. Trumpet would be, I don't know, somewhere in the middle,
Las
right?
trompetas estarían por ahí en el medio.
And this can be, it doesn't really matter. You can be where your band is or
No
somewhere like
importa,
that.
depende de
Okay.
vuestra banda.
So we've got beat 1. I'll write this down. Flute.
Ahora lo va a escribir.
I'm glad it's easy. Oh, you do? And they're singing la, legato, half note. 2, trumpet.
Eso porque coge la temperatura. Si queréis mi calor.
3. 1 me. What instrument?
¿Qué instrumento?
Cello.
Okay.
Cello.
Cello, okay. The cello in the band?
Me gustaría, pero...
And what kind of sound?
¿Qué tipo de sonido?
Maybe a pizzicato?
Y piano.
Piano. Pizzicato piano.
Ya.
Okay.
Ah, qué difícil.
Okay, see? Okay, 4, Elena. ¿Qué instrumento? Oboe. What, ¿qué sonido? You don't know? How about, boom, something like that? Let's say like mezzo forte. Okay? some kind of like a tenuto mezzo forte. Same thing. Okay, so beat 1, flutes.
El uno sería.
La. Beat 2, bop. Beat 3, boom. Where would cello sit? For me, maybe on the a la derecha. See, 1, boom, and then beat 4, oboe, centro, centro, boom, or la, la. Okay, everybody entiendes?
¿Lo he entendido?
So let's give it. So just for the first time, let's do the cue.
La primera vez hacer la entrada.
And then 4 beats rest, 4 beats in between. Okay?
Y 4
So like this.
silencio.
3,
4
boom, 3, rest, 2, 3, 4, boom, 3, and then rest, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. What was 3? Cello. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sense? Make sense?
Yes.
We'll erase the rests later, but for now, just to make it easier. Everybody ready?
¿Estáis listos?
And 1, 2, go. La. And here we go. 4 counts of rest. Ready? Trumpet. Bop. Very good. Thank you, Salva. And beat 3, cello. 1, boom. Good. And then last but not least, oboe. 1, 2, la. Good. Now you all can sing with me. Yeah? And,
Ahora podéis cantar
cantas
conmigo.
conmigo. And ready? Begin. And 1, 2, ready. La. Trumpet, beat 2. 2, ready, go. Ba. Good. Cello, beat 3. And here we go. 1, boom. Good. And oboe, beat 4. 1, 2, la. Good. Take out the rests.
Ahora sí lo silencio.
Say. 4 counts for nothing, then begin. Ready? 1, 2, ready. La. Trumpet, beat 2. Ba. Cello, beat 3. Boom. Oboe, beat 4. La. Good. So you're trying to show style, you're trying to be specific about the instruments that you're
Ser
cueing.
específico con los instrumentos.
So there's a lot of information,
Hay mucha
musical,
información musical
that you're trying to get across in a certain
que
cue.
está intentando dar aquí.
Now the reason I'm talking about cues today
Y la razón es que está hablando esto
is
hoy,
because, well, one, because I didn't get to talk about it yesterday
porque no lo puedo
in
hablar
the
ayer.
morning, but also it's one of the most important things
Pero
when we
también una
talk
de las cosas
about
más importantes.
navigation of this music, when we
Cuando
try to
la
get through
navegación de la música.
cueing and being very specific
Ser muy
about
específico en la
cueing
entrada.
becomes very important, especially in Chester,
Es muy
some spot,
importante, sobre todo en Chester.
yeah, and spots of the Alba in the Maslanka,
De Alba,
muy
en
importante
Maslanka.
for specific instruments.
Es muy importante por el instrumento específico.
So, ¿está bien? ¿Entiendes? And this is an exercise I encourage you to take home with you
Y es un ejercicio que os alenta que lo llevéis a
and
casa.
practice on your own. Maybe you have conducting students as well,
Y
and you can
practicando
teach that
entre
to them.
vosotros mismos.
It's just like playing scales on your instrument, or long tones, or something like that. It's all technique.
Es todo sobre la técnica.
Sobre escalas y
Y escala.
notas lungas. All right, have a seat, please.
Sentaros, por favor.
Let's start with the ferra. Ferran, if you were... Never mind. Si tu hermano de Ferrer, tu Ferran, ¿sí? Es un nombre, last name usually, Ferran?
Es un apellido típico de aquí,
No,
perdón.
es un nombre.
A un nombre.
Fernando, Ferdinand.
Fernanda, I say it's Ferran. I have Langston, my first name, is usually
Langston es un nombre,
a last name.
suele ser normalmente un apellido,
There's
su nombre.
lots of people named, Juan Langston as a last name.
Sé que hay muchas personas Juan Langston como si fuera el apellido y no como si
Very
fuera el
few
nombre.
people with Langston as a first
Y
name.
pocas personas como ese.
So I always say I have 3 last names. Langston, my middle name is Fenter, and then Hemenway. So it's very
Él
formal.
tiene otro nombre también.
So I'd love to be called Victor, or
Y le gustaría que le dijera Víctor.
Elaine, maybe not Elaine.
Que le diga,
All right, Alba Overture, please. I've got, I call this, what I'm about to take you through is what I call in English a hit list. It is spots that are difficult that we might need to look at to
Estos
navigate.
son difíciles y os tenéis que fijar en la navegación en
It's
esta
there's a
partitura.
list of spots,
Una lista de
little
difficult
areas.
things.
Yeah.
Sí.
Areas, like spots, like
Vale.
spots is like
Puntos.
yeah,
joder.
those so spots I want to hit, so I call it my hit list. Make sense? All right, so let's start at the beginning. This is where I would love to record. Who would like to volunteer
Me gustaría ser voluntario
to plug this really long password
para
into my iPad?
incluir esa contraseña en el iPad que es muy larga.
It's probably this.
If you want, we can connect
Oh,
The speaker.
that'd be lovely, yeah.
you want?
Is that,
With Bluetooth?
yeah, is that possible? Yeah, that'd be great. So, beginning.
Empezamos.
It's fairly simple in 4, yeah?
Muy simple.
And we have a trumpet fanfare, a low brass fanfare, bar 3. We keep going, the trumpets.
Seguimos con la trompeta.
And then at 16,
Y después en el 16
we start with our first theme.
empezamos con un primer tema.
At compás 20, that's where the clarinets come in with the main theme.
Donde entran los clarinetes con la entrada principal.
Make sure that you're cueing the clarinets there.
Asegurar que le dais la entrada aquí a los clarinetes.
And then the very first thing we come to, so all of that, fairly simple.
Todo esto es muy simple.
I'll be looking for style, but that's not something that we need to worry about, not
Pero no hay que
navigating.
preocuparse.
So at 55,
En el 35
we have lots of different time changes.
tenemos mucho tiempo que cambia.
Necesitamos stands. Don't want to go grab some stand.
Necesitáis
¿Cuál es la...?
para driller.
¿Quieres? You're okay? Go grab a few, because I'll want you to be conducting.
Sí, cojo unos cuantos.
Someone can use this one.
Alguno puede utilizar este.
Manu. Es Manu.
Sí, Z grande, C pequeño, H grande, N grande, Z grande, Z pequeño.
Es correcto.
Manu.yl.
It's the
Es incorrecta, tío.
Aniuska?
no,
No.
it's
These are all the other ones.
no, it's there. I want to. Do you want?
Is it this one?
No.
No?
This
Okay.
is. You need to put the.
Yeah, it's on Bluetooth now.
Yes, but this is Alto Pro is the speaker.
Okay.
Alto Pro.
This is not there.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe.
I go to.
Yeah, it's okay. Once he gets this, it'll be clear.
Okay. So, conduct with me, please, at 55. 55.
Manu, esto no es incorrecto, esto es J, ¿no?
Sí, una J pequeña.
Esto está mal. Aquí falta algo. Pues está mal.
¡Eh!
Tiene
Pues,
una foto de router. Pues lo mismo lo han cambiado, han cambiado de sede. Hazle una foto de router, tío. Pues lo mismo. ¿Has comido un-
All right. We have sound. Thank you for putting up with that.
Gracias, que ya tenemos sonido.
During this, I want you to sing back to me.
Quiero que cantéis hacia mí.
I don't like to conduct to recordings very much because
No dirige mucho las grabaciones
a recording doesn't react to your gesture.
porque una grabación no reacciona a vuestro gesto.
So you can make mistakes in your technique, and the recording will be perfect.
Así que voy a hacer errores en vuestros gestos, pero la grabación puede ser
So,
perfecta.
so when we work on the technique here, we'll do it while singing. Everybody will sing together. Everybody okay
Así que vamos
singing?
cambiando. Tenemos problemas con cantar.
¿Hemos visto?
You all sound beautiful.
Sonéis muy bonito.
So, 55, please. 55, 56. 5, sí. You can sit. You can stay seated. Here we go. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum. 1. 55. De la Ferrer, de Ferran. ¿Sí? Conmigo. 1, 2, 3. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, da, 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 dum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, bum. Good. Now you. Ready? You too. Now, conduct with me.
Dirigir con eso.
Set. Everybody together. Yeah. And stand if you like. Yeah,
Levantaros
it's
si
okay.
queréis.
But you don't have to.
Pero
This
no
is
tenéis por qué.
just for practice.
Que te levante ahí si quieres.
Ready?
Está bien floja, ¿eh?
1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, dum, da, 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 dum, bum, cha-ca-ca-ca. See? No es difícil, see? Change times, you're all good. Good.
Poner el tiempo y bien.
Now, here in this section, let's say 87. Go to there. What I'm about to say applies to this whole section, but we can start at 87 just for example.
Vamos a empezar al 87 para dar un ejemplo.
Bum ba da 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 ding dum ding da 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 ding ba da dee da dum ba da ding dum ba dum bum ba ba dee dum ba dum. So we're in 3,
En 3,
fast,
rápido.
but do we do it in 3 or 1? 1, 2.
Pero en 1.
The first three.
How does it feel?
¿Cómo lo pensáis?
Sometimes, I think.
Algunas veces.
What about bum ba da da dum ba da da ding dee da dee da dum ba da da la ba ba da 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 dee da 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 la ba ba da 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 bee da ba 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 ba. To me, it's somewhere in between. Sometimes it feels like 1, 2, 3,
Para algo para él en medio, porque algunas veces es así,
Other times,
pero otras veces
1, 2, 3,
es así.
1, 2, more in 1. So be
Más en uno.
I want you to be able to feel both. So everybody
Así
show
que
me.
quiero que sintáis los dos.
Show me 3. 1,
Enseñame
2,
tres.
3. Staccato. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, there's a way to conduct 3 that feels like 1,
Hay una manera de dirigir 3 que se siente como
and I
uno.
call this
Y lo llama
in English I call it a Christmas tree.
Lo llama como un árbol de Navidad.
De Navidad. See, in 4 it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So el dibujo Mira. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like a Christmas tree. So in 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This way you can still count in 3.
De
1,
esta manera podéis seguir contando
1,
en 3,
2, 3. But still feel each
pero si
beat.
sigues
And
diciendo cada pulso,
it's kind of in 1. 1,
Así que como
2,
si
3.
fuera
1, 2. 1, the downbeat
el
is
pulso de abajo
the most important.
es el más importante.
Any luck?
No llega a la red.
There is no
Ya,
connection.
muy débil.
That's okay. No worries. So, with me at 87, sing.
Where?
87.
87.
Bum, ba-da-da-da-da-ding, dum, ba-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-ba-da-dum, dee-da-da-ding, bum, ba-ba-dee-da-da-dum. Ready? Together? 87. Canta
El
conmigo.
87 cantar con él.
Anybody have a C? A do? Bum, ba-da-da-da-da-dee-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Sad. 1, 2, 3, Dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dee, dum, dee-da-da-da-da-da-dee, ba-da-da-da-da, dum, da-da-dee-da, ba-ba-da-da-da-da, ba. You canciones más lindas, voces más lindas. One more time. So what we're trying to do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Bum, ba da 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 dum, bum. Da-dee, dum, ba da dee da da dum. Bum. Good. Together. One more time.
Venga, todos juntos otra vez.
¿Sí? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Bum, ba da 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 dum, dum, bum, ba da da dee da dum, dee da dee da dum, bum, ba da dee dum, ba da dee dum, bum, bum. So the idea is that you're conducting 3, but able to feel in 1.
Pero que tengáis la capacidad de sentirlo en uno.
¿Entiendes?
¿Lo entendéis?
Good. 151 o 151. Let's begin at 147. 147.
Ah, pues el 147. Begin there.
Yes, please. Boom, 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 boom. 1. The transition here is what I'm looking at. So,
Hay una transición,
is there a retardando?
hay un retardando.
What number?
147.
Going into 151
Que va a
y 152? Retardando? Slow down?
No, pone, pero...
Not written, yeah, but kinda, right? It's a new section, clearly.
Una nueva sección clara.
Y cuando yo veo the
Aquí hay retardando, pero...
Cuando él ve eso,
¿sí? Cuando yo arriba aquí, boom, and then 153, new section.
una nueva sección es 153.
So if it were me conducting, when I arrive at 151, I would just give boom,
Él haría así, en el 151
and then 153, 153.
y en el 153.
Does that make sense? There's no need to keep beating,
No hay necesidad de
boom.
seguir así.
Arrive as if it were
Y si fuera,
un fermato.
y si fuera con Calderón,
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that works. ¿Entiendes?
¿lo
No es difícil. This is an easy transition,
Es un
but
ejercicio,
you need to decide what you want to do there.
pero tenéis que decidir lo que vaya a hacer allí.
I'm telling you, if it were me conducting, that's how I would do it.
Está diciendo lo que él haría en su lugar.
161.
No.
Conduct with me. 161. Pi-ba-dum bum, pi-da-dum bum, pi-da-ba-dum, pi. Release. Ana cruces. 4 and 4. I. What do you say? 1 I, 2 I, 3 I, 4 I. Same. In English we say 1 and 2 and 3.
Sí,
Okay. Okay. Conduct with me, please. 161.
En el 161.
Ready and go. Ti-ba-dum bum, pi-ba-dum bum, molto ritardadum ba. Muy bien. So make sure you're very clear on the anacrusis before there.
Claro, el anacruza,
Let's say another point of the cueing here.
porque aquí hay otro punto de...
¿Quién,
la entrada.
¿quién es la entrada?
¿Se podría cortar para...?
Sí.
Ah, sí, ¿no? Es que yo pensaba que era...
Y sin cortar.
Sí.
No, o sea,
There's still a release, though, of the sound, because everybody else who's playing, who's holding,
Todo el mundo que está
fermata,
manteniendo
there's silence afterwards,
el sonido, en el
yeah?
calderón, lo se queda en silencio.
So there needs to be some release of the sound. It doesn't have to be...
No tiene por qué ser así.
The fun thing about cueing,
Lo bueno de la entrada
for a release, lo mismo.
es que es release. ¿Lo sabéis?
Sing la, la, trap, ictus, rebound.
Y luego
Prep,
release.
ictus, rebound, same thing. I'm preparing you in the way that I want you to release.
Estoy preparando la manera que quiero que...
To release, stop playing.
Ah, para.
Release el lanzamiento. Como lanzar, ¿no?
¿Qué es?
Sí.
Relazamiento.
Lanzamiento.
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 Release.
Yeah.
Sí.
Liberación, lanzamiento. Yeah,
¿Lo
lanzamiento. Sí,
entendéis
sí,
sobre
sí.
el lanzamiento o liberación ahí?
So, the ictus is where I want you to release.
El ictus es donde él quiere que
No.
haga la liberación,
Okay.
el lanzamiento.
Yeah, and then the rebound is the style that I wanted the sound after the release, the resonance. So I would still release, but I would do it in a certain way. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba. Ba-dum, something like that. But if you can show be-da-da-dum, ba, da-dum, as long as the people holding the fermata know when to stop playing,
Si la persona que tiene el calderón sabe dónde parar,
when to release, cuando el lanzamiento. Make sense? Great. So let's do it together. 161.
vamos a hacerlo todo en el 161.
Ready and go. Pi-ba-dum bum, pi-da-dum bum, ba-dum ba-dum ba. Ba-dum dee. Good. That's a good.
Se podría marcar las
See? It's okay. Vale. Yeah, I would call it a subdivision.
Eso lo llamarían
Subdivisión de la curso. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba. So that's fine. It helps the retard. La retardando es ayuda cuando
Cuando subdivide.
when you show the subdivision.
Cuando
1 and 2 y 3. Yeah? So that's fine if you want to do that.
Está bien.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
In 161,
Uh-huh.
there is an Stringendo.
Yes?
So,
So we will start slowing down in that bar. Yes. Good point. Vicente pointed out a stringendo in 161. Pi-ba-dum-bum, pi-da-dum-bum. Then we slow
Y después
down a lot.
lento.
See, so that's a fun couple of measures.
Unos compases divertidos.
But the stringendo, that's the easy part. That's you just speed up your patron, your gesture, your pattern, and then make sure you're clear on where
Asegurar que sea claro.
and on where is 1 and 2 and 3 and the release 4 and 1. Good. Let's move on.
Vamos a pasar al siguiente.
The transition into 190.
La transición al 190
Pretty simple.
es muy simple.
1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But make sure that you know the tempo
Asegurar que sabéis el tiempo
that you're going into.
y que vayáis a tiempo.
Because again, there's no fermata,
Porque no hay calderón.
no retard. You'll just have to go 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Also, the new section at 190,
Y la nueva sección de 190.
it's very 190.
El 190 nueva sección.
It's very subtle. It's not a big okay here. It's boom. Okay. It's like alligator slipping into the water. Alligator, crocodile.
Es como un cocodrilo nadando en el
You know how they're at the edge of the lake of the pond, and then they just go,
que van así los.
and then they're gone in the water. No ripples in the water. No olas.
No hay ola.
Good. 264, which is 264. Same idea as before.
La misma idea que antes.
We're in 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But here, even more than before.
Pero aquí incluso más que antes.
We feel in 1. I feel in 1.
Se
1, 2,
siente en
3.
uno.
1, 2, 3. So I'm going to be using this idea.
Estaré usando esa
1,
idea.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. We can call it a fluid 3. Un 3 suavimiento. Is that correct? A smooth 3.
Sí, lo podemos llamar como un 3 suave.
Suave. 3 suave. I like it. Un 3 suave. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then one last thing, 295, 295. Cues, entradas.
La entrada.
2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1. Very, very clear on.
Claro ahí.
It's easiest for the ensemble
Es más fácil para el ensamble.
when you're conducting to not go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, but only show the beats they play on.
Pero solo mostrar los
2,
pulsos que
1,
ellos
3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. Let's try it.
Vamos a intentarlo.
295, 295. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1.
2.95.
Uno más. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1. Perfect. But again, if you want to show that with los entradas, con la mano izquierda, it's okay. I like to do a combination of both.
Me gustaría hacer una combinación de los
So if
dos.
I were to do it, I'd be 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1. Something like that, just to be clear that those are the important beats. So place.
Esté claro de los pulsos importantes.
See. Make sense?
¿Tiene sentido?
You all, I can see that you've all prepared and practiced these things.
Puede ver que esté preparado y que lo hayáis practicado.
And that's good.
Y eso es
So
bueno.
it'll make it easier when you get on the podium.
Así que va a ser más fácil cuando monte en la tarima.
The most important thing about just practicing, the thing, and the thing that you can do outside of the band hall, outside of the rehearsal room,
Lo importante de practicar que lo voy a hacer fuera de la habitación
is to get to know the music and make it in here and in here.
es que sabéis la música y que la tenéis aquí y aquí.
All the rest of this will come much easier if you know the music
Y el resto va a ser más fácil si conocéis
and
la
really
música.
know it, like in here. One of my teachers said,
Uno de sus profesores dijo,
you should be performance ready on the first rehearsal
en el primer ensayo tenéis que estar preparados para la actuación.
for un concierto final en la primera práctica.
El primer ensayo.
Now, that is difficult sometimes when you have a new piece of music or
Eso
something.
es complicado cuando tenéis una nueva pieza.
But I still try to make that happen every time. We're
Pero
in
él intenta hacerlo todas las veces.
Yeah. Every first rehearsal, I try to, as a conductor, try to be performance ready. That's something we should all do. Good, let's move on to the maslanka.
Ahora pasar a la más blanca.
You can sit.
Podéis sentar si queréis.
Y luego los 7 y
6, 7 y media y 8, 10 y media.
el 6 de la banda hasta las 8.
Desde las 8 hasta las 10 y media.
Ah, pues tenéis que partir ahí.
Se mueve, se mueve.
For time, I'll play a recording.
Fancy nice job. 60 minutes of fresh breath makes those break room moments with new hires a little less awkward.
¿Y más todavía?
Okay, so we talked about the other day in 4. Or in 2.
En 4 o en 2.
I think so. If you look at the opening, just that taka 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 taka, it's driving. It's just, and if you're it feels taka taka like someone a jackhammer, taka 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 taka. And if you're the and if you're the conductor going, it's not. You don't look like the music.
Si vaya así, no parece como
The conductor should try to look like the music, to try to show the music with their body. Make sense? So, taka taka taka, that's the style, driving, staccatissimo, fuerte, fuerte. Pregunta, when you come across 5/4, 5 5 pero 4, 5 por 4, 5 por 4. The way that I
El 20, página 26, 27.
whenever you come across it's in English we call it a compound meter. So you have to compound
compuesto.
compuesto.
5 por 4 es compuesto.
So in 5/4 you have to decide, is it 3 plus 2, or 2 plus 3.
Lo tenéis que pensar si usted de más 2 da más 3.
In the case of bar 23, measure 23, 23,
En el compás
23,
23,
es 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3? 3 plus 2, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 1, da 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 da. Yeah? So just so you know, again, I understand that a lot of you are advanced conductors, you have your own bands, but there's some younger people in here that so I will just move quickly through. When I come across something like this, that's what I do to make these musical decisions. Because as a musical leader, as a conductor, we have to be making musical decisions, informed musical decisions the whole time. Good, let's keep going. 3 plus 2, ¿sí?
¿Puedo hacer un ejemplo cómo sería ese compás anterior y ese?
Con 3 más 2.
No, sí, pero el compás anterior. Compás anterior 5 por 4, un compás antes, o 2 compases antes.
2 measures before 5, 4.
No, 2, 1.
The measure before the 5, 4,
2, 3, 4, 5.
So, compás 22.
21.
21. Tom pom 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 pom.
Vale.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, pom.
Vale, no sería 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
No. Because the negra is la motore, and I think you should be still eating every single chord.
Yo lo dibujo ahí.
Makes sense. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. I only call it this. Let me be clear. I do 3 plus 2 because here's how you conduct 5, 4, 6, 4. You'll see me conduct 6, 4 later. 6, 6 o 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's 2 plus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See the dibujo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's 2 plus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. ¿Cuántos dibujos más lindos que mí? Make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. O 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Make sense? That's the difference between the two. But I wouldn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would just place the beats in different areas on my pattern. Makes sense? Okay. Let's keep going.
Vamos a seguir.
So this section that just happened feels in 2.
Esta sección se siente en 2.
Boom, dum, 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 dum. Bum, 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 bum. Do we conduct in 2?
Así que diciendo.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, maybe something. It's sort of like what we did here. A smooth 3. Boom, 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 boom. I think if you wanted to switch back, 1 and 2 and 1. Boom, 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 boom. That's okay too, as long as it is clear what you're doing. So if it were me,
Si fuera él,
part of what I'm doing is I'm telling you what I would do,
parte de lo que está haciendo hoy es decir lo
because
que
I'm
haría,
I've been conducting a long time. This is how I would do it. And it is not to say that what I do is what you should do.
Pero no es lo mismo decir lo que él haría, que es lo que deberíais de hacer.
Especially because many of you are experienced conductors already.
Especialmente porque algunos de vosotros ya sois directores con experiencia.
So whatever you decide is okay as long as you've thought about it and you have a good musical reason for doing it.
Si tenéis razón de lo que habéis elegido y tiene sentido,
Yeah.
Está bien.
I teach a lot of conducting students,
He
and
enseñado a muchos estudiantes de
I will ask, I'm okay with their gesture. I mean, I teach them, you know, their gesture, of course.
Al enseñar, por supuesto,
But if they decide to do a thing, I always say, why are you doing that?
y le pregunta por qué hace eso.
And if they say, oh, I just thought it looked cool,
Pero
I
si
thought
le
it looked
dicen es
neat,
porque está guay,
I say, oh, there needs to be a better musical reason for
no
doing
tiene
it.
que haber una razón musical.
So in this section, if you want to do two, one and bum, 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 the fact that the trombones son las 41, the trombones have
Los trombones,
that means two to me. It feels. Then you can rap over top.
a que podéis rapear.
When do we go back to 4? Definitively in 4. Yeah, ¿dónde? Sí, 56. So,
36, 56.
yeah, 56. Or 49, did you say 49? 49. Diddle 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 dum 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 dum. But we definitely go back to 4.
Así que vamos a volver a 4.
The 3-2 bar. I treat the 3-2 bar like 6-4.
Él haría el 3-4 como 5-4.
And in the subdivision,
Y en la subdivisión
I do 2,
haría
2. So that would look like this.
Así
1,
sería
2,
así.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's kind of a large 3.
Es como
1,
un largo
2, 3. If I'm going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. 1, y, 2, y, 3, y. See? 3, 2. 1, y, 2, y, 3, y. So if we're going para pa pum 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 para pa pum. Let's do that together. 65.
punto 65.
Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Para pa pum para pa pum para pa pum para pa para pa pum para pa pum para pa pum. ¿Sí? Uno más. 1, 2, 3. Para pa pum 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 para pa pum. ¿Sí? Good. Está bien. ¿Sí?
Yo en el 70 tengo piano y no se escucha, no hay piano.
He has got piano, but he could,
Sí.
he can't hear.
Oh, in the recording?
Desde el 68.
In 68,
Yeah.
61 tengo con las castañuelas, tengo piano.
he
Sí.
has got
No
piano.
hay.
No hay aquí?
No lo hay, es que yo no lo escucho.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
Él tampoco
Maybe it's
escucha.
just the speaker though. Yeah, I guess not. Good ear. call this driving relentless 4. Yeah, 4 or 3.
Eso en 4 o 3.
In 120, well, it's in 20.
120. 120.
We decided yesterday we're in 2. Yeah.
Lo dijimos ayer, en 2.
Now let's look at the
Banda
190, 190.
el 190.
¿Sí?
En el 120, 23,
123. 123.
Yeah.
ahí tendrán que respirar, flauta.
You they have to break the flutes.
To breathe.
Es more...
Yeah. Are you asking where?
¿Dónde respira?
Yeah, ¿dónde respira? Nunca. Never.
Sí, pero yo no creo, ¿no?
I think the reason that
Rápido, rápido,
he... That's a good question.
They have to breathe.
Exactly. Sí, sí, sí. In English, we call that staggered breathing, meaning when one player breathes, the next player waits, breathes when when that person comes back in. It's staggered, like staggered. What is this staggered?
Que no se pongan de acuerdo para respirar, creo.
Sí, me está buscando el término, a ver.
Staggered, eso es que...
¿Qué?
Si no, en el sol, ¿no?
Escalando. Escalonado.
En escala, que uno empieza a respirar y el otro respira cuando para el otro y así.
No se pongan de acuerdo.
Sí.
Que no se pongan de acuerdo para respirar.
No, creo que sí,
Yo lo entiendo así, de que no respiren toda la vez. Que esté siempre sonando.
La pregunta...
It's not something... So, to answer his question, yeah.
La pregunta es cuando nos encontramos con un pasaje que el músico no llega y está escrito de esta manera, ¿qué prefieres? ¿Lo que dice él y turnarse o, de todo modo, respirar donde...?
Yeah, I think I understood, but go.
Oh, okay. Do you understand?
No, you go.
Ah, okay.
I thought I did.
He's asking if there are 2 options. One, what he said
Which
about timing.
Which is just you breathe at a different time than your neighbor.
Sí, que respiran. ¿Y la otra es la otra opción?
Y la otra es pues, buscar una respiración conjunta que no sea donde no llegaba y respirar en cualquier lado.
But in that case, they would all be breathing together and create silence in the music, breaks in the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for what he wrote here, I don't think he wants any breaks. It needs to sound...
Pero que está escrito aquí, él no piensa que quiera ninguna...
In English, be seamless. Seamless, no seam, like seams, no seams. You don't see any breaks in the sound. Yeah?
Que no haya ningún corte en la...
So, if you have flute, clarinet, they would play long, and then this person would breathe.
Esa persona respira.
This person play long, breathe
Esa persona
here.
toca rápido, o sea, largo y respira ahí.
Might breathe here. That makes sense? So together, it would create one seamless sound. Empasonado es lo mismo.
Sí, pero si hay una flauta.
Yeah. The only one that affects is the solo saxophone at 163.
En el 163 solo de saxofón.
And the clarinet at 182.
Y el clarinete de...
And those are short enough, I think they'll have enough breath. Everything else
Ya
should,
piensa que ahí tiene el
there's
aire
more people together.
suficiente, es lo que ha dicho
So,
en lo solo.
yeah, the goal would be as seamless a sound as you can get, as continuous a sound as you
Ya
can
un
get.
sonido continuo.
So let's look at the... let's look at 180.
Mira el
180. So who was it that asked me about this section today? Was it you, Tete?
¿Quién le ha preguntado hoy acerca de esta sección?
180.
Yo te pregunté.
So at some point between 180 and 186,
hay un punto entre 180 y 186,
you will need to change from 2
tienes que cambiar de 2
to 4.
a 4.
¿A dónde tú cambias? It doesn't really matter to me. It depends on how slow, how fast.
Depende de
How
cómo
quick-
rápido sea y cómo lento.
How quickly you want to slow.
O cómo rápido quieres que sea.
So it says slowing a lot at 180, so that's where I would start. At 182 o 183. Yeah? So again, this is something that you'll need to be aware of and make a decision on
Aquí otra vez tienes que hacer una decisión
before you get on the podium.
antes de que subáis a la tarima. Aquí. Un, dos, tres. 2, 3. It's another reason I don't like recordings. Let's jump now. Yes, questions?
That part about don't move the hand and let the piano to do the slow.
It's not a bad idea. So at 180, just at 182, 182, clarinet,
and the piano.
It's not a bad idea, and let the piano decide as long as the clarinet and piano decide when to release together. But you could show that. You could show the release. Show the release, and then... It's not a bad idea. Yeah. Again, as long as there's a good musical reason for doing it. In this case, there's only 2 people playing. You could have them communicate together. The clarinet only has a long note, and you can just let if you have a good pianist that you trust. I don't see any reason why not. That's a good idea. Again, there's no rules. You just, as a conductor, you need to have a good musical decision for it. Because you have to defend your musical decisions to your players. And if you just say, I just want it this way because I said so. That's not usually the best way. So let's jump. We're running out of time. So 258. This will be the last thing we do. 258. So 260. 260. 6/4 again.
6/4 otra vez.
2, pero
200.
260. On the last 2,
En el último 2,
you will show a subdivision.
tenéis que mostrar la subdivisión.
So measure 260. Bum para pa bum para pa bum 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 bum. And there's even a fermata.
Y hay incluso un calderón.
on and.
En el final.
See? So, bum ba da ba bum ba da ba bum 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 ba bum dum bum bum. See, so measure 260, 200.
En el compás 260
You have
tenéis esto.
but it's all eighth notes, right? So
Son todos corcheas.
so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you're going to show every one of those beats.
Tenéis que mostrar todo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and. The way I do it is this. I still use my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just subdivide 5 and 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 y 6 y. Pero cuando yo arribes a 5, you can do, just as long as you show 4 beats, you'll be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6 y. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6 y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6 y. As long as you show the subdivision here,
Siempre que mostre la subdivisión aquí,
you can kind of do it wherever you want.
voy a hacer lo que queráis.
4, 4, 8. I see. Can you show me?
¿Me lo puedes mostrar?
Yeah, this is exactly what Tete did earlier. The problem is
El problema es
you have a stream of eighth notes.
que tiene una cadena
And for
de
me,
corchea. Y para él
should be gradual.
sería gradual.
You don't want to be ba da 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 dee da 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 bum bum bum. There's like a break that happens if you do that.
Es como si se rompiera ahí.
What I would like to have happen more is dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da dum ba. Each note is slower than the one before it,
Cada nota más lenta que la anterior.
and it is a gradual.
Y si hay algo gradual,
If you do it the way you did it,
la hace de la manera que lo he
1
hecho.
y 2 y 3 y 4 y 5 y 6. It's all of a sudden. I break how the gradual. Does it make sense? So that's why, in my musical opinion, it would be better to have a more gradual approach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and boom. The way so let's just do it together. 258. Start there. This will be easier this way. So 258. Para pa pum para pa pum para pa pum para da. Param pum pum param pum 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 boom. Yeah, well the fermata and then down. Sing just da 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 da. Sing with me and I'll conduct you. Set. This is 258. 258. 58.
A 258.
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Para pa pam para pa See? Does that make sense? The other way you can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 y 6 y. So where you show 5 y 6 y, I don't care where you do it. I just care that you do it. One more time. You try with me.
Hazlo otra vez.
Para pa 258. 1, 2, 3, 4. Para pa pam 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 bim pam pam tim pam 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 pam. And from there everybody looks like they know what to do. Good. I'm going through these in order, I believe, of basically there's 3 pieces that are the most difficult from a gestural navigation standpoint, and that is the Maslanka, the Ferrer, or the Ferran, and the Chester. It was my goal to get to Chester today, but we're out of time. So I will start with that tomorrow. I'll start with that tomorrow. Chester, yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, for this. For now, though, I need to know, ¿qué quieres dirigir?
¿Quién quiere dirigir?
Tonight?
Esta noche.
Tonight, ya esto no.
¿Qué se va a dirigir?
Está asignado.
There is a list of it. There is a list.
Yeah, there's a list of when you conduct, but not of what you conduct.
Hay de cuándo, pero no el qué.
So, what I would like to do for tonight is you conduct what you want.
Lo que quiere para esta noche es que
As long as
digáis lo que
everything,
queréis.
we still need everything to get covered. So, because I want you to be the most comfortable.
Lo que quiere que estéis a gusto esta noche.
If you get to conduct what you want, it's usually what you prepared the most or that you like the most. Right? So I want you to be able to do that. And then tomorrow, and then I will work with you tonight. And then tomorrow I will decide who conducts what based on what I see.
Y mañana él decidirá lo que dice.
The idea is that you've prepared all of the pieces,
La
yes?
idea es que preparáis todas las piezas.
¿Sí? Vale. Más o menos.
Tratar de dirigirnos lo que más cómodo pero nos apuntamos, lo decimos.
So, Francisco José Almodovar López, a.k.a. Tete. ¿Qué quieres dirigir?
O Alba o Marlaska.
All right, let's see what everybody else wants, and then we'll go from there.
A ver lo que quieren los demás y ya volvemos aquí.
Alba or Maslanka, you said?
Sí.
Alba,
Okay.
O
Maslanka's okay? Maybe?
Maybe.
Okay. Elena?
Chester.
Chester. Who's Anna?
Yeah.
Oh, Anna, hello.
Las provincias o Chester.
Okay. That's a good idea, actually. Give me your two preferred.
Una buena
And
idea
that
que
way
le
I can
deis vuestras dos preferencias.
go.
Redwoods o Alba.
Redwoods is your first preference. What was the second?
Alba.
Alba.
Juan? Juan Exposito? Okay, that's you? Okay. Alba? Todos los españoles quieres dirigir mi hermano de la patria. Second choice?
Y la segunda, a Chester, ¿no? Alba y Chester.
Chester, thank you. Juan me.
Marlaska y de Redwood.
Redwoods, okay. No West Side Story takers yet?
Dale la de West Side.
Francisco Rafael.
Curro.
Curro.
Alba Berture. Redwood.
Say again.
Alba. Redwood.
Okay.
Y no las provincias.
Or las
Okay.
Okay.
Victor. ¿Qué es el segundo?
Alba.
Everybody wants to do the Alba. Manuel?
Yo. Maslanka o West Side Story.
Okay. You'll probably get West Side Story because nobody else.
Que probablemente haga la de West Side porque nadie la ha elegido.
¿Está bien? Para esta noche.
Para esta noche.
I'll make sure you get to do más lenta tomorrow as well.
Y mañana hará más blanca.
Okay. Okay. Another thing I have to consider is
Otra cosa que tiene que considerar
sort of experience and difficulty level.
es la experiencia y el nivel de dificultad.
See? Because I want the more experienced conductors to be tackling the more experienced music.
Porque quiere que los que tengan más experiencia que hagan la música con más experiencia.
Makes
Que
sense.
requiere más experiencia.
No offense to the younger people in the room.
Pero que no ofendáis los más jóvenes.
So, who's in their first 5 years of conducting?
¿Quién está en sus primeros 5 años?
First 5 years. Is there anybody a true beginner? Any true beginners in here? Like,
True beginners.
Has never conducted before.
Que nunca habéis dirigido.
5 minutes, excellent. Because Chester is a high degree of difficulty.
But I used to play things like that in the church.
Okay, great. Okay. All right, I have what I need, and then I will come up and give me a couple of minutes, and then I'll decide. Let's take a break. I believe rehearsal starts around 8 o'clock.
Sí. El ensayo empieza a las 8 y dale unos minutos para decidir lo que voy a hacer cada uno.
I've also been told that punctuality is not... we don't always start at 8 o'clock.
Que nunca empezamos a tiempo.
Is that true? You play in the band, is that true?
I'm going to be
at 8.
On time.
It'll give it. So take a break, and I'll come back and tell you what I'd like to conduct.
Así con descanso y luego ya a la vuelta os dice.
Muchas gracias para tu atención.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.